How's everyone doing? Welcome back to the Basement Vibes podcast. Today I have, well, no one. Unfortunately, today we got a little misplanned today, so unfortunately, I'm just gonna be here by myself today. But don't leave just yet because I've got a lot planned. It's not just gonna be me rambling on and on and on, even though that definitely could happen and no one will be here to stop me. So that could be very interesting. But pretty much today is I have a bunch of topics that I'm going to be talking about by myself because well, no one's here and that could be a bad thing, but it could also be a good thing and I'm looking at it as a good thing because that gives me a chance to talk about stuff that no one else will talk about me with. So you guys are just gonna get to sit here, listen to me ramble about stuff that I personally enjoy that I can't really talk about with any other people in the friend group. But before we start, guys, I made a very big purchase. This happened literally last night, so technically it's going to be our guest for today. Um, Definitely wasn't my wisest choice, but I don't regret it at all. I'll be right back. I need to go grab it. Ta-da! I know it's kind of hard to see. There we go. That makes it a little bit easier. So, oh Jesus, I went and bought this last night. It's a 5 foot tall Snorlax plushie sleeping bag type thing, and it is massive. It's heavy, and it's perfect. If you guys, the people who are just listening to this, I'm sorry you guys can't see this. Go check us out on YouTube/slash The Basement Vibes Podcast because this is something you're gonna want to look at. But give me a second. I want to actually throw it on the couch so it can just be sitting with me this whole time instead of me holding it. Yeah, that looks okay. Here, let me see if I can adjust this setup a little. Now that looks better. This, guys, I don't think you understand how big this is. You got to remember, I'm 6'1", and this thing's massive. This thing is probably bigger than Gabby. Like, I think we looked at it last night, and it goes up like right around her eyebrows. It's fucking insane. But honestly, best purchase I think I've ever made. It only costed me $75. The dude was super chill. It was really cool because what was it, yesterday Gabby sent me this because usually on Facebook we'll go ahead and we'll send each other couches because we're looking for a couch for the house, and we usually do that. And then yesterday she sent me this. It was just a giant listing for Snorlax, and I was like, well, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen. And I told her, I was like, I need it. She's like, we don't need it, we don't have room for it, where are we gonna put it? And I was like, I don't care, I need this, so I messaged the dude. He answered back right away, and I was like, where are you located? Da da da. Somewhere in Denver. Not gonna disclose that information because that's weird. And I was like, cool. I'm like 15, 20 minutes away. Can I buy it tonight? And the listing said he had it for 100. I was like, I have $75 cash. Is that cool or do you want the full 100? And he's like, no, that's fine. Just come pick it up. I was like, dope. So speed over there, get there, and this was like right after work. Um, I go, I like get to the place. I have the money in my hand. I go to hand it to him, and he literally handed me just the casing for this and 2 bags of stuffing. And I thought that was it because I didn't realize how big this thing really was. So I was like, cool, 2 bags of stuffing, that should be fine. And then he goes, no, 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 I have more upstairs. And I was like, what do you mean? And he's like, no, I have 6 bags of stuffing. So he still had to grab 4 more. And these things are like full on trash bag sized things of stuffing. I actually have some of the stuffing. It's this right here. It's just blue stuffing. That's stuff that fell out from last night that I need to put in. But this thing was insane. It was a process and a half to do it. When I told the dude, I was like, so is there any reason you're getting rid of it? And he was just like, I got a couch, so I don't have room for it. And I was like, hey, I'm doing the same thing. I'm looking for a couch, but I saw this and I decided I needed it. And he's like, yeah, that's fair. Um, and yeah, super cool dude. I got this. And then I brought it home, and Gabby was not too happy with me. I'm not gonna lie. She was not very happy about this purchase. But you know, that's when she just saw the stuffing and the Snorlax itself, and then we decided to figure out what was going to be the best way to do this. So we decided to put it on the ground and literally just dump each bag of stuffing in it and just slowly build it up. Like, I think after the first bag, only the first 2 feet were filled, like nothing else. And then the second, and it just kept getting bigger and bigger. And honestly, fully worth it. The thing probably weighs about 15 to 20 pounds. I'm not gonna lie. It's heavy and it's bulky as fuck. I should probably weigh this. If I get a chance, I'm going to weigh this because I think that would be cool. Um, but you guys never know. You guys might be seeing this in future videos and whatnot. I don't know how I'm gonna add it, but if I can, I'm definitely going to because fuck yeah, and I spent the money. I might as well get my use out of it. Even though I will be using this for the rest of my life. Like, you guys will more than likely be seeing this for the rest of my life. Whether it's in vlogs or on this channel or when I do another setup video, Snorlax will be in it. He's just gonna stay as Snorlax. I don't really feel like giving him a name like Tape, even though we got two chunky boys on the set today. We got Tape with his controller, and we got big ol' Snorlax. If you guys come up with a name that you want to name Snorlax, feel free to let me know down in the comments below. But I was always one of those people when I played Pokemon, I just kept it as their name because I don't know, it felt better to, like, if I this is how I think of it. If I was going to have the Pokemon and I was going to battle with them, I didn't really want them to get hurt, so I didn't really want to name them anything. So I just kind of kept them their name, but I feel like if I was going to just have them stick around and I wasn't going to fight them, I probably would name them. But at the moment, I do not have a name for Snorlax. So, we'll see. But going into Pokemon stuff, there's a lot of new Pokemon cards that are being released. The Pokemon Go set has been released. I have not been able to get my hands on it. Actually, wait a second. I'm not gonna lie, I completely forgot about these. So talking about Pokemon, and the whole Pokemon Go set, I actually have the Pokemon Go Snorlax tin. And look at that. That's perfect. So we'll have that. We'll just kind of have that sit with us today because why not? And then I also realized when I went over there to grab this, I actually have the Munchlax tin, which for those of you who don't know is the base or the smaller evolution for Snorlax. He got added in late, so a lot of people always forget that he is a version of Snorlax, but I didn't realize, and that's kind of cool. You know what's shocking though? It sucks that there's some Pokemon that just get completely shit on when it comes to Pokemon. Like, Snorlax is one of the few that gets a lot of hype around it. Like, Snorlax, Gengar, Lapras, um, trying to think. I think, like, I'm obviously I'm talking besides starters and legendaries. I think as far as like basic Pokemon go, I think Gengar, Snorlax, and Lapras get the most love. I never really understood it, but I also like vaguely understand. I don't like it because my favorite Pokemon never gets love, and it's really depressing because if I could get a 5 foot Arcanine, which I feel like I've told you guys this 100 times, if I could get a 5 foot Arcanine plushie, I would do it. I have a Growlithe plushie and a Growlithe um, Funko Pop, but they don't do anything for Arcanine. And Pokemon, I think you need to work on your shit because it's been like 20 something years, 25 something years, and it feels like a lot of the Gen 1 Pokemon are still getting shit on to this day, and I don't like that. Arcanine, like, literally first episode was in the image as being, like, a legendary Pokemon, and they never ran with it. That drives me insane because they could have gone so far with that, being like, oh, it's like a pseudo-legendary, but they didn't do anything with that. And that still irks me to this day. It's like Lucario. Lucario could have been fucking insane. He could have been sick. And then they just kind of like gave Riolu, and then they were like, all right, fuck off. But that was it. There's been a lot of Pokemon that I feel have been disrespected. In Lucario, in Arcanine, I think has been very disrespected in the Pokemon world, but that's just me. That could also be as my favorite Pokemon. I just don't see enough of it. That also goes with cards too. They need to make more Arcanine cards because Arcanine is fucking sick. That's a goal. That's a goal one day is to get every single Arcanine card in a grade, like in a graded card. I don't even care if they're all 10s or they're all like 6s. I just want them all graded and I want every version of it. So, if anyone knows any Arcanine stuff that is just floating around there, or if you have any of it that you don't want anymore, please message me because I will probably buy it. I need more Arcanine stuff in my life because it's sad that I have more of other Pokemon than my favorite Pokemon. Yeah, I don't like that. But besides that, I've always been curious what people would do for their like top 6 or their top 6 Pokemon. Not like the ones that you used to use in like the original games, but just what would your top 6 be? And I've been thinking about this for a while now. So, I'm going to let you guys in on my top 6 Pokemon if I had a team. I'm not including legendaries or mythical Pokemon. This is all going to be probably just Gen 1 because I just like Gen 1 and 2 the most. Gen 3 is okay, but Gen 1 is arguably the best, but once again, that is because I grew up with it, so I have a vague, what would it be? Preference? Hope? So, Alex, what do you think? That'd be insane if it just talked. But I'm gonna look up the original 151 just so I can see and make a good observation on what I would have because I know vaguely, but I want to make sure that I like don't miss anything. So, sorry about that. Obviously I ramble a lot, but let's get right into this. My first Pokemon obviously is Arcanine, the boy. That would be like my go-to. That would be like my Pikachu to Ash. Like he would be sitting there every day. If he didn't want to be in his Pokeball, he don't have to be in his Pokeball. If he wants to be in his Pokeball, he can chill in his fucking Pokeball. But Arcanine would be the boy. He'd be like, super tall. I'd pet him. We'd ride together. We'd look majestic as fuck. It'd be sick. I wouldn't even need a car because Arcanine is so sick. Number 2, it would be, and this is where I'm curious if I should be specific or not, because I've always wanted to have Squirtle because Squirtle is my favorite starter, but I don't know if I would want to have Squirtle or Blastoise. No offense to War Turtle, but I don't really want a second evolution for a three tier starter. I don't know if that was the best way to say it, but I don't know if I would want War Turtle. I have no issues with him. I don't know if I'd want Blastoise because I feel like Blastoise would be good if I was going to be a battler. But I'm not basing my team really off of battling, but I kind of am at the same time. I'm going to go with Squirtle because if I could have Squirtle, that means in the future, if I wanted, I could have Blastoise. But I would want it to be cute and little and something I could play with. And I feel like Arcanine and Squirtle would be a dope combo to like be friends with. So those would be my 2 mains. Then, let me see here. I'm looking. I want to say that I need an Eevee. Eevee's that's like a for sure. But this is where it gets hard because if I'm going Eevees, there's obviously once again we're just doing Gen 1. If we were doing more, I'd probably have Umbreon because Umbreon is fucking sick. But for the mains, it'd be Vaporeon, Jolteon, and Flareon. And this is where it also gets hard for me again, because in the games, I always had Jolteon, because obviously I always either had, for my water type, was always Squirtle, or for my fire type, was always either Arcanine or Ninetales. But, so like by default, I would just go with Jolteon because I needed. I always loved Eevees. Eevees are sick. As you guys know, Evolving Skies is my favorite set, which I need to get more of. Once again, if anyone has Evolving Skies that they want to sell for not a stupid amount of money, please let me know because I will also probably buy it. But I'm going against what my initial thought is, and I'm going Flareon because Flareon is the boy. I love Flareon. I love the design. It looks like a fox and a cat mixed, and it's just dope looking, and Flareon is just sick. There's literally no complaints with it at all. So that would be my third. Yeah, I would be more than happy with that. Then let me see here. I I have a few options here. What I'm thinking is obviously Snorlax because it's the boy. And Snorlax is sick. You really can't go wrong with Snorlax. I know he was annoying as fuck in the games, but to actually have, I love Snorlax. I think it's cute. It's dope. I love it. 10 out of 10. He'd probably be number 4. Yeah. High five. You made the team, buddy. Or Knuckles. That'll be a little bit easier. And so we got 2 more Pokemon. This has always been hard for me. This is why I needed to pull this up because there's always multiple routes that I go with this. I could go probably what I think I would do, and I've never really understood why I've had such an attachment to this Pokemon, but it's Sandslash. Yeah. What? Yeah, Sandslash. Just because Sandslash, Sandshrew, the bigger one with the claws, for some reason, I don't know where my like secret love of this Pokemon came from. It might be from the anime because I will always remember the episode where Ash, Brock, and Misty go to the dude's trainers, and he has the Raichu, but he trains his Pokemon to be strong against their weaknesses. So he has like the Sandshrew like being like a professional diver. Is that what it was? It was something weird like that, and ever since then I was like, I fully fuck with Sandshrew because it looks dope and something about it I just really enjoy. So if that was gonna be my 5th, I would put Sandshrew. Probably not the strongest Pokemon in the world, but it is sick nonetheless. And then the final one. Oh, this is hard. This is really hard because okay, I have 3 options in my head, and this is why I don't know where to go with it. Because I could either do, where are you? Scyther, because Scyther's fucking sick, and like, why wouldn't you want a Scyther? The second would be obvious Lapras, because it's fucking Lapras, guys. Like, what? There's Have you guys seen the giant Lapras inflatables? I need one. Once I get a pool, if I ever get a pool, I'm getting a Lapras. That's gonna be like my first big purchase. And then my last one, where are you? I saw you literally like 2 seconds ago. Actually, it'd probably be Ninetales or Ninetales. So it'd be one of those 3. I'm gonna go with Lapras. So I think that's fair. So my entire lineup would be number 1, Arcanine. Number 2, Squirtle / Blastoise. Number 3 would be Flareon. Number 4 would be Snorlax. Number 5 would be Lapras, and number 6, or wait, no. Number 6 would be Sandshrew. Number 5 would be Sandshrew. Number 6 would be Lapras. There we go. Boom. Locking it in. But yeah, that is pretty much just what I think. I mean, I would love to hear everyone's comments because that's one thing that I really love is when you get to know someone who's also really familiar with Pokemon and you ask them, especially for Gen 1. If you ask someone for Gen 1 what their top 6 is, you can tell a lot about people, because if they're just like, oh, Charizard, Alakazam, Gengar, Nidoking, Pikachu, like, you just know that they're basic as fuck. I'm just saying that right now. If your main person consists of, like, right off the bat is either Charizard, Alakazam, or they try to do some bullshit and say that they want, like, fucking Mewtwo or some shit, they're stupid. I don't like it. I like talking to people who have, like, the understanding of Pokemon, and, like, will be like, oh, I really like this Pokemon, but I don't have a reason to like it. I just like the Pokemon. I love that, okay, because I feel like they're not a basic bitch. Anyone who I feel like goes for Charizard right off the bat is a basic bitch. I'm sorry, I've said it. If you're a Pokemon weeb and you like Charizard, that's dope. Just know that you're a basic bitch. Simple as that. But going into being a basic bitch, I feel like I'm slightly a basic bitch because I like Squirtle so much. So, I don't know. I feel like Squirtle's a weird area because I don't choose Squirtle for Blastoise. I choose Squirtle because I like Squirtle. Squirtle Squad Squirtle is dope as fuck, which I eventually want to get a tattoo of. I don't know. I've got a bunch of tattoo ideas in my head, but I don't know if I'm ever going to get them because, I have my Arcanine tat here. Actually, this wasn't on the plan to talk about today, but I am going to ramble regardless. So, I'm actually going to go into these really quick because we're talking about Pokemon, and a lot of my uh, tattoo ideas are Pokemon or anime related based. So, why not? Fuck it. So the first one I have is obviously my Arcanine tattoo. Pretty much what it is in basic is it is the Arcanine split halfway through the middle, and it's a little panel art, and it is the right side is the original Arcanine, and then the other side is the Hisui Arcanine, which honestly I don't know if that's the correct way to say it. Hisuin? I don't know. I say Hisui, but I also say Alolan or Alohan. I don't know. I fuck that up all the time. But that's my first one, and then behind on the original Arcanine, it's the fire logo, and then on the Hisuian version, it is the rock logo because it's rock type. Wow. Super super creative there, right? Then the other one, I'm gonna just say this because it's not Pokemon related, and the rest of these, or this next one is Pokemon related, but the rest of these aren't, so hence why I'm doing this. The other one I want to do is I want to either do six, like the 8-bit Pokemon. I want to do six of them, so it would be that starting team that I just told you guys. But I want it in 6-bit form, so it would be like a version of the trainer version of me, and then it would be Arcanine, Squirtle, Flareon, da 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 da, that in order. So if people were like, "What's your Pokemon team?" I could literally be like, "Boom," and like show them my arm, and it would just be them in order. That's one idea that I really want to do, but I just don't know how I want to do that yet. So that's another reason I haven't done it. And then obviously I would love to do the Squirtle Squad glasses because it's fucking sick and it's hilarious, and why not? And then on top of that, those are all my Pokemon idea ones. I have other Pokemon ones that I want to get. I just don't know yet, and I don't want anything in color. So that's another drawback, is I have to make sure I can make these things look good with just doing them in black and white, and I want them all to be very simplistic. So that's another issue that I run into, but that doesn't matter because the next one is one that I created and I'm very happy about. I just need it to look better, and it is my Dr. Stone tattoo because Dr. Stone at the moment is probably my first or second favorite ever manga. And if you're wondering what number one is, it's The Promised Neverland. Those two flip for me all the time. But I love Dr. Stone, and since Promised Neverland season 2 is fucking god awful, I really don't want to get a tattoo for it. But I love Dr. Stone. I think it's a blast, and it's just it's like a good comfort show for me, and the manga made me happy. It was just great, and yeah, one of those weird ones. But what I want to do is I want to get Senku's revival bottle, like one of those glass beakers, and then have it cracked with the same cracks that's over his face, and then put the E equals MC squared over it. And then that way it looks like it's the revival fluid bottle from Dr. Stone with just like the little hints to it. Because I feel like the average person wouldn't get it. But if someone saw it, they'd be like, holy shit, you know what that is. And I'd be like, yeah, dope, da 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 da. Because it's sick when you meet someone who's also a fan of something that you are, but it's not as out there. Like, whenever I meet someone who really likes, like, The Promised Neverland, or Dr. Stone, or one of the other fucking 100 animes that I've seen, it's dope because I have, like, my little gear. I have, like, the stuff that either people will recognize right away, or I'll have the stuff that people don't really recognize. And then when they catch it, like, you can see the click in their head, like, holy shit, that's that. And then they'll ask, and you usually will have a giant conversation about it. It's a great time. Even though I'm really awkward in public, it's still really fun. I'm not gonna lie. But the next one, and this is probably gonna be my first tattoo. I've went back and forth. This was probably gonna be my first tattoo, and it is Sokka's boomerang because I love Sokka. Sokka is probably my favorite character in all of television. I'm not gonna lie. I would arguably say that. Like, Sokka is my go-to when it comes to anything because Avatar is my favorite show. So that might play a part, but I've always loved Sokka because I've never felt like I'm going to be one of the elements. So I was like, fuck it. I'll be Sokka, me and him match, and then, him getting the space sword, I was like, that's fucking sick. As you guys know, I'm a big Sokka fan. I've got my Sokka Funko Pop. I've got my Sokka poster. I've got my Sokka boomerang, which I wanna get the guy's autograph, the voice actor for Sokka, and then get a laser vision into that because I think that'd be sick. But I want to get a Sokka boomerang tattoo, and then hopefully Gabby will get the Suki fan tattoo so that we can have like matching tattoos, but not be like a basic bitch couple. So that's my idea. I really want to get that. The next one I want to get is a Gara tattoo because Gara was my first favorite love for a character. Like, older Gara, like Boruto Gara is okay. I haven't really watched Boruto, so I can't talk too much shit about it. Naruto Shippuden Gara is fucking insane. Young Gara is top tier. I literally have it in my phone case because it is like my favorite version of him. And watching Gara's fucking character development is fucking insane. I love it. Gara's a top tier character, and yeah, I want to either get his love symbol somewhere because obviously love, it's a big thing in my life, and Gara, it works really well. And I know a lot of people are like, don't ever get fucking language that you can't understand on yourself. Well, I'm probably going to, so fuck off with that shit. And I'll know what it says, and yeah. So fuck you. And I might do it with like his hair because I found a really cool design for that. And then the last one that I'm going to get, and this is a 50-50, and I'm only really going to get it if I can convince my roommate, Fran, who's been my best friend for fucking 11, 12 years now. I've spent more of my life with the dude than I haven't, so yeah. I really want to get us to get matching Hunter x Hunter tattoos because I feel like that would be sick. Whether it's like I get the little circle with their numbers for the hunter exam, like I think Gones is 405 and Killua's is 99. I want to say that that's correct. But I want to get our like a number thing like that with me and him because if there's anyone who I would get a matching tattoo with, like there's probably 3 people in my life who I would get a matching tattoo. It would be obviously Gabby with doing the Suki, and I would do Sokka. The other one would be Fran with either doing a Sasuke and Naruto or just some sort of like anime related. But that's why I went with this was Gon and Killua because we both love Hunter x Hunter. And it would be the numbers, and I would do that. And then the last one would be my sister, but I don't know what we would do. That's one of those ones that I'm not quite sure what I would do, but I think it'd be sick to get a matching tattoo with her But those are the only ones that I would do. I'm not really for getting matching tattoos, but if I was ever going to, I already have the ideas down, so we'll see. And then the last one, this one's more of a personal one, not really anime related, is a mountain tattoo with getting Vale's elevation on it so that, and then put something like a home because I grew up in Vale. In my heart, no matter where I am, Vale is always home to me. Even though I've lived in Denver for 3 years now, been at this house for like two and change, I feel like Vale will always be home to me. So I want to get a tattoo for Vale, and that's about it. I don't really want. I know it's gonna be a basic bitch tattoo, so I don't know if I'm gonna do it. But that's one of those tattoos that I'm going to get eventually. It's just I don't know. It's weird. Um, but yeah, that was a weird thing about tattoos. That wasn't planned at all. But if you guys are looking for tattoo ideas, maybe that helped you. But if you steal any of one of those, fuck you. Fuck you. Don't steal my tattoo ideas. I created all of these like in my head and fucking did like a lot of research on how I'm going to get these. So don't be a dickhead and try to steal these from me. Um so yeah. But going back to anime, I have been watching a lot lately because I have a lot of time on my hands. So I've been watching a lot of them, and I just kind of want to go through them with you guys and, kind of see what your guys' thoughts are. Give on some of my opinions. Some of these are going to be kind of controversial. That's always fun because, people in the anime community can be very toxic, and that is always a blast for me. But let's get right into this. First one that I've been watching lately is Akame Drive. Akudama? Akudama Drive? I've never realized how to say that first one. I've been saying Akadame, but I don't think that's how you say it. Pretty much, it's an okay anime. I've gotten about halfway through it. I haven't really enjoyed it. I've just been hearing a lot about it, so I tried watching it. It's okay. It's okay. It's not wonderful by any means. It's just an okay anime. It's one of those ones where I really can't watch more than one episode at a time because I'm just like, fuck, this is boring. So, that one's okay. If you're watching it, and if maybe I'm missing a meaning to it, but I don't know. I don't love it. Next one I've been watching is Aowashi. Fucking god tier anime. I love this anime. I don't know if that's just because I'm a big soccer fan, but honestly, it's been sick. It's fun. It gives you Haikyuu vibes with still being like different and having its own little twist on it. Honestly, I highly enjoy it, and I don't think it's finished just yet, but I hope that there's a season 2. If not, I'm going to read the manga. I don't care. It's fucking awesome, and I love it. 10 out of 10. Then the next one is Bleach. I've been trying. Guys, I tried. I've tried so hard. I've gotten on my thing here, it says I'm on episode 35. I think I'm closer to 40 because I don't always update this. I think closer to 40, and I can't do it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I physically cannot understand why people are so obsessed with it. Like, I understand why it's good. I completely understand. I bet once you get further, I bet the whole story with, like, the fucking Aizen dude and Ichigo and all the crew, I bet it's sick. I don't doubt it. I just don't fucking care. Like, it's hard to watch older anime nowadays because the pacing in new anime has just gotten so much better, and it's just harder. Like, it's one of those things, and that's just how it is. And I know a lot of people are going to complain like, oh, you're just not a true anime fan because you don't want to sit and watch the same thing 500 times. That's just reality. And going into another one, that it's going to be kind of controversial is One Piece. I've tried, guys. I'm on an episode 170. Think about that, guys. I want everyone to sit there for a second. I'm on episode 170 of One Piece. I know, that's like what, one fucking 10% of the entire thing? I know it's not shit, but it's not getting better. Why? Everyone has been telling me like, oh, once you like get the Arlong Park, like it gets better. It really didn't. It was easier to watch, but it didn't get better. And then meeting all the crewmates, oh, it gets better. No, it doesn't. I'm at the Skypiea arc. Yeah, I understand it's the slowest arc, but it gets better. Bro, I'm on 170. When is better? I'm tired of hearing that. One Piece fans, I understand you have a love for it. I completely understand because I watched all of Naruto while it was coming out. So I completely understand what you guys mean when you say it gets better. But at some point, you guys gotta take into account that it doesn't. Like, I guarantee you, once you get to the newer shit, it gets better because you've been watching it this entire time. It better get better for you. But for the people who have waited that fucking 20 years to start it, it's hard. And it's not gonna happen for me. And I was like, oh, maybe if I just read the manga, it'll be easier. No, it's not. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people are gonna hate me for this, but One Piece is good. It's good. It's not great. It's not perfect. I will say that. The people who say that it's great and that it's perfect are the people who have literally been watching it since day one because they have devoted so much fucking time into one anime. So they have to say that it's great. Because if not, then they're going to be fucking hating their life. And I understand that. I completely understand that. Because I did the same thing with Naruto. But Naruto gets good. And it doesn't take that long for it to get better. That's one of those things that Naruto did very well. It's got a lot of slow points. And I will admit that. There's a lot of slow points. And the filler does not help. But this is one thing that Naruto and One Piece fans need to realize. Naruto no filler is goated. It's fucking goated. If you say Naruto didn't have filler, Naruto is one of, if not, I would say arguably Naruto, to me, Naruto's my second favorite anime of all time. So obviously I have bias. But Naruto without filler is fucking better than One Piece, hands down. No argument. You can't complain because the story's great. There's not that many slow parts. There's slow points, but there's not entire arcs that are slow. That's just the reality. There's a lot of shit that doesn't make sense in Naruto, but that's fine to me. Personally, I can look past that. One Piece, I can't look past how long it is and not getting what it's worth. That's all I'm going to say. But that's one thing that I personally think. I know a lot of people will disagree with that. That's fine. You can have your own opinion. Just respect mine and we'll be all good. Let's see. What was the other thing? Oh, going into manga. Yes, I tried reading the manga for One Piece. It was not easy. I couldn't do it. I think I got like 4 more chapters in and I was still just like, I can't do this. I can't. Sorry. But speaking of manga, I've been reading a ridiculous amount of manga lately just because of the fact that since where I'm working, it's not busy all the time. So for a lot of the period of my job, I just kind of get to sit around and relax and, well, read manga. So I'm going to be going through all the ones that I have been either reading, finished, or all that stuff. So, number 1, I'm going to actually go through the first 2 that I finished lately, and that is obviously The Promised Neverland and Dr.Stone. Obviously, I love these. And I will confidently say this, if Promised Neverland followed the manga for season 2, Promised Neverland would be better than Demon Slayer, Black Clover, and all of the other new gen anime. I am saying that with a fact because for anyone who has read the manga and read that next arc, it's the Goldie Pond arc saga, whatever you want to call it, is top tier. Top fucking tier. It was the first time that I was like, you know what, I'm going to read the manga because I didn't feel like waiting. And I read it, and I don't read people. I have a lot of issues with reading. And I got through The Promised Neverland, I kid you not, probably within a month. And for me, that's really impressive. I'm sorry. But it's insane. The ending is insane. The plot twists in it are fucking unreal. Promised Neverland, guys, if you liked season 1, just say fuck it and read the manga. You can download the Shonen Jump app, and it's $2 a month or $2 a year, and you get like unlimited pretty much chapters to read if you pay for it. If not, you get 100 chapters a day for free. That's a fucking win, guys. I would definitely take up that offer if I was you. It's amazing. It's got a great ending to it. It doesn't feel like it ends shitty. Doesn't feel rushed. It just feels good. Honestly, go read it. The next one, obviously, Dr. Stone. I loved it. I loved the way that they did everything with it because the plot twist in it is fucking awesome. The ending to it is great. They did a great way of setting up more in the future if they ever decide to, but if they don't, it's also completely fine. I will say this. If Dr. Stone gets more manga, I will be reading all of it. That is a promise. In Neverland. Um the other ones that I've been reading lately are My Hero Academia. My Hero Academia manga is fucking great. I'm not gonna lie. The anime has a lot of weird points where it feels like they just added stuff because they're still in school, and I understand that. But this next season is going to push the limits of My Hero Academia, and I'm so happy about it because My Villain Academia was sick, but My Hero is fun. It's so much fun. And there's a lot of great parts in it. And I think the creator said this himself that the manga's great, but the anime has done a lot better at adapting the fights. I think if you're looking at it from a story point, reading the manga is better, but watching the fights get animated is, oh, they're so satisfying. They are so fucking satisfying. So I'm gonna be watching season 6 because that's gonna be fun, and I'm so excited for that. The next one is Black Clover. I've completely caught up on Black Clover, and all I'm going to say is that final arc is batshit insanity. That didn't make sense, but it's insane. It's sick. Holy fuck, guys! Black Clover. I was someone who I was like, Black Clover's good, but it's not great. And I'll still say that. Black I will and actually scratch that. That was misworded. If Black Clover got Demon Slayer's animation, Black Clover would be the best anime since Naruto to me, maybe? I don't know. Black Clover, that's the one thing that I don't like. Is I don't like that they don't put enough production in their animation fights because their fights are so intense that it needs that level of animation. And I understand they might just not have the budget for it, and that's fine. But I love the story for it. The characters are amazing. There's not really a bad character in the entire show, and it's awesome. I love Black Clover. The show's amazing. The manga's better because it's just great. Um, I cannot wait. I cannot wait for this new arc to be fucking animated because the entire world's gonna fucking implode. I'm so excited. But speaking of Black Clover, um, the newest arc is about to start. Like the the new one. I don't know what they're calling it. Apparently, they're doing a time skip based off of where the last chapter ended, and it ended on a cliff fucking hanger. That's all I'm gonna say. Um, I'm not ready for it. I'm really not ready for it. So that, yeah, that, yes, just yes. Um, on top of that, I've been reading two other ones at the moment. I've been reading Jujutsu Kaisen, which is good. I like Jujutsu Kaisen. I was mostly reading to catch up on the last like arc, just so cause that's the way I like to do it. If I've been watching the anime, I'll do whatever the last arc was or the last couple episodes. I'll read those so that I know what's going on, and then it flows smoothly into the next arc. So I've been doing that lately, and Jujutsu Kaisen's fun. I haven't gotten too much further than where the actual story ended. I think I'm about to start where I think season 2 is going to start cuz I think they're going to do like a little skip and then they're just going to jump to where I'm at. And that's going to be fun. Jujutsu Kaisen's always fun, so I don't have any like woohoos or ands about it. It's just good. It's just a solid anime. I don't really have any complaints about it. Um, Obviously I'm a big Naruto fan, so I can say a lot of shit that it's just the same fucking story, but it's different. It is, but that's okay because all animes are. Dude, all animes nowadays are going to be somewhat influenced by something else. That's just the reality of it. And I'm fine with that. But speaking of one that is going to be fucking god tier, Chainsaw Man. Ladies and fucking gentlemen, holy fuck. Chainsaw Man, the manga, top tier. Holy shit, I was not expecting it to be as good as it is. I started reading this maybe 2 weeks ago. Okay, let me think. Sorry. Um, I started reading this before I left to Vegas, but I started it at like a week or two before I left. So I was reading Chainsaw Man for maybe 2 weeks, and it's already on chapter 100, and I caught up so quick. There's not a bad like chapter in Chainsaw Man at the moment, and it's awesome. It is sick. I cannot fucking wait for this to get animated because the story's sick, the fights are sick. They already told us that they're not censoring anything, and oh my fucking god, you're not gonna censor Chainsaw Man. For those of you who know and have read Chainsaw Man, I hope you're ready because it is gonna be fucking sick. Um, I can't wait to fucking meet all the characters. I'm really intrigued on what the voice actors are gonna sound like because in my head, I know what they would sound like. And I know what they would especially sound like in English, but I don't know what they're gonna sound like. And I would love to do a whole thing on what I think that they should sound like, but I'm not going to because I don't want to ruin that for people. I don't want people to think like, "Oh, the voice should sound like this." And then it doesn't because that's just my own way that I think that they should sound. But that's just me personally. Um that one's really good and that's just going to be sick. That's all I'm going to say. It's going to be fucking insane. That's gonna break the internet. Chainsaw Man's gonna be one of those animes like Demon Slayer. It's gonna break the internet. I could totally see it happen. The next one is Demon Slayer. I read like 4 more chapters than where the anime ended, and I don't love Demon Slayer. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for all the people out there, but I don't. I understand why people love Demon Slayer. It's good. It's good. Um, I will still always say this that if Demon Slayer didn't have the amount of money and budget and animation that it did, it wouldn't get talked about. That's just the reality of it. And I know a lot of people are going to shit on me for being like, oh, you just don't like it. No, I don't have an issue with it. It's just it should not be as good as it is. And the only reason it is as good as it is because of the animation. That's just how it is. The story's not very interesting. The characters aren't very interesting. Um, there's not much left, but there's still a lot of stuff we don't know. And that really bugs me because after the last season, we have 2 or 3 more arcs. That's it. That is it. And the final arc is literally just a war. So we have 2 arcs, and we don't know fucking anything. Like, I don't like that personally. Unless they expand it and we learn a lot, but I don't think we're going to. Because I don't know how they would physically do that. But out of all the Hashras, we know, in detail, we know maybe 3 or 4 of them. In detail. And there's like 10? So there's 6 that we don't know that we're going to need to learn about really quickly. And then there's a bunch of demons that we've never even seen before. But apparently in 2 arcs, we're going to get a full war with everyone. I feel like it was rushed. I don't know. That could just be me. I could just be biased, but I don't think Demon Slayer is as good as it should be. It isn't. I'm sorry, and that could be controversial, but I don't really fucking care because if Demon Slayer had Black Clover's fighting animation, no one would care. No one would give a fuck, and I'm fine with that. So, that's one thing that people are gonna need to grow up on too, is that it's not that great. Um, I'm trying to think. Oh, upcoming anime. There's a lot that are gonna be upcoming. Because the summer season just started. Demon Slayer, or no, not Demon Slayer. The Devil's a Part-Timer season 2 finally is coming out. I'm going to be watching the fuck out of that. I think I'm just going to wait till it's finished and then binge watch it because I do not want to watch that show week by week. I love the first season, so I just want to watch the second season in the same way I did the first. Um, Other one, Classroom of the Elite. I loved the first season. I thought it was really interesting. So season 2, obviously, I'm gonna watch. Super excited for Overlord 4. I haven't watched Overlord, so I can't say anything about it, but I know it's good. Made It Abyss season 2. I need to watch season 1. I just fucking have not found time to sit down and fully watch it. But that's gonna be really fun. Let me see. Let's see what next season. Next season, we got Mob Psycho 100 season 3. That one's going to be fun. It's going to be really fun. I'm really excited for it just based off the fact that 1 and 2 were good. I still don't fully understand why everyone loves Mob Psycho, but I understand why it's good. So that's just one of those things. My Hero Academia season 6, fucking god tier. Spy Family Part 2. I need to finish Part 1. Me and my girlfriend were watching it, and every time we try to watch it, she doesn't want to watch it. So I might just end up watching it without her. I love you, babe, but I'm tired of waiting. And I warned you. I warned you when we started this that I'm going to watch it whether you watch it or not. So I might be watching that by myself. Bleach, the final thing. That's going to be fun. Is this 2 Year Eternity? I think that's what this is. 2 Year Eternity Season 2. Everyone has been talking so much about Season 1, so I'm going to be watching Season 1 and then Season 2 as soon as I can. Uzumaki-chan is back. I'm so excited. That's one of those feel-good, stupid animes that something about it I just love. I don't really have a reason to, but I'm going to be watching the fuck out of that when I can. Blue Lock, the fucking soccer anime that's apparently gonna be like the best soccer anime slash sports anime ever. I don't know why, but it's a soccer anime, so I'm going to be watching it. And I'll compare it to Aowashi. We'll see how that goes. Golden Kamu. Oh no, that one's season 4. I think that's it. I think realistically that is all that I'm excited for. And I don't see anything else on here that I'm super excited for. But nonetheless, there's a lot of good anime coming out. Hopefully we'll get fucking Chainsaw Man coming soon because it just seems like they keep pushing it back and back. But that one's going to be coming up. That's going to be a great time. And speaking of stuff that is coming up, the Premier League and NFL season are about to start. NFL's a little bit further away, but Premier League literally starts in 2 weeks, and oh my god, I'm excited. Guys, I'm going to be doing a whole video on the Premier League stuff. So, pretty much what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing a video. I'm literally going to film it right after this. We're going to be doing a chart, and we're going to be seeing who I personally think is going to win the entire Premier League. I'm going to be doing it from the full table from first to last. And I want you guys to let me know down in the comments. Well, no. Not in the comments. I want you guys to go down in the links below. Click on the Google form and help me. Because what I need you guys to do is I want you guys to go in. Help me figure out what you guys think on who's going to place first, second, third. I want you guys to do the same thing as me. But on top of that, I want you guys to come up with a YouTube punishment or a punishment I should do if I lose to you. And then at the end of the season, I'm going to take everyone's thing who has done it. And if I beat them, then I don't have to do anything. But if I lose, then I have to do the punishment of every single person that I lost to. So if you want to give me a punishment that you think will be fun and entertaining, go ahead, do the Google form, fill it out. You don't need to put your name. You don't need to put any personal information. I just need you to fill it out and put a punishment, and that's it. Should be super easy. But yeah, go ahead, do that. It will help me out. Don't do anything insane. Don't be like fucking light your house on fire or break up with your fucking wife. Don't do shit like that. Just do like whipped cream slap, egg on the head, pie face. Something stupid that I can do that I don't have to worry about like seriously hurting myself. Um, but I'm super excited for that. I'm going to be doing that for the Premier League, and I will also be doing it for the NFL season. And then once the NBA season rolls around, we'll be doing that one as well. I don't know fuck all about baseball or hockey, so I'm not really going to do those. Or I might, because that also could be very entertaining, because then at the end of the season, I'm going to be fucked. But that could be fun. If you guys want to see that at all, feel free to let me know down in the comments below. On top of that, we have our song of the week, guys. And I have one. We're going to stick it to simple this year, or this week. We're going to go basic. And ooh, that's hard. There's a lot of really good ones that I've been listening to lately. But oh wait. Okay, wait. This might not be the song of the week, but AJR just released a new song. So as soon as I'm done, I'm going to listen to that. But oh, never mind. I know exactly what song I'm picking. I was trying to find it on my Spotify, but I haven't added it yet. But it, for some reason, the radio station that I always put on at work always has this song, and for some reason, I've learned to fucking love this song. It's called "Don't Do Drugs" by John, Nonny, and Eazy Mac. I don't know why I love this song so much, but it's funny as shit, and I just love it. It's pretty much the entire point of the song is don't do drugs because they're too fun and life sucks without doing them. That's literally the whole point of the song. But that's gonna be my song of the week just because fuck it. Why not? I think it's funny and don't do drugs. Ah, there's a spider. For all those of you who don't know, I fucking hate spiders, but we live in the basement, and since we were in Vegas, they're everywhere. So give me a second. All done. And also I know a lot of people say this, like, don't kill spiders. Da 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 da. They're harmless. I don't care. I don't like bugs. If I see a bug in my room, I'm killing it. That's just I don't fucking care. I'm one of those people. If I'm a dickhead for doing that, I'm a dickhead for doing it. I really don't fucking care. I don't like bugs. Sorry. Um, in recent news though, for YouTube, if you guys haven't, go check out the main channel, Van Stores at YouTube. 10 out of 10. I upload 2 times a week. But speaking of YouTube news, guys, Mr. Beast just hit 100 million subscribers, and props. Good on him. If there was anyone besides PewDiePie who like deserves it as a YouTuber, of course it's Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast makes bangers all the time. He invests so much money and he does such good stuff. If anyone deserved it, congrats, Mr. Beast. 10 out of 10. But Mr. Beast, I have a proposition idea. Let me. I have a really cool. Wait. Okay. This has been my idea, and I think it's sick. And I've always wanted to do this idea, but I don't think that I physically could. But if there's anyone in the world who could come up with this idea and make it do great, it's Mr. Beast. And it's it's a $1 million survival zombies challenge. The way that this would work is you get like a big area. The way that I had this in my head is it would be like a football stadium sized arena type thing. And the way that this would work is you would have 10 contestants and 100 zombie actors, or like 500, whatever. So survive 100 zombies, win $1,000, some shit like that. Pretty much the way that this would go is you would have 10 people on their own, no teams. Well, I guess they could work as teams. You'd have 10 people, and they all have Nerf guns. And pretty much what you do is anytime you hit the zombies, obviously the zombies die. But you only can use certain Nerf guns. So, everyone starts out with one of those, like, the really shitty, like, pistols, like the boom, boom. One of those. And then around the arena, there's, like, Nerf guns hidden in, like, mystery boxes, like, from COD, or, like, on the wall, like, from COD. And you need to, pretty much do COD zombies, but in real life with Nerf guns. I don't know what the idea, like, what you'd call it, but I think if anyone could do it, it would be Mr. Beast. And then after, it'd be like the hide and seek. After, like, this amount of time, you need to go into a smaller area, and smaller area, and smaller area. And you would just go until each person dies, or, gets, like, tapped with, like, by a zombie. And, like, something about this I feel like Mr. Beast could do very well. And I have the entire thing. If Mr. Beast, if you ever want to reach out to me, I could literally walk you through step by step how I think you should film this. And I think it'd be sick. Or anyone. If anyone who has the money and the people to do this, message me, please. Because I want to see this video done, but I can't do it. I physically do not have the money, the capabilities, or the Nerf guns to do it, frankly. But I think that's a video Mr. Beast should do, and I think it'd be sick to do for like 100 million special, is literally take like 100 YouTubers and take like 1,000 fucking zombies, and like they all have to survive, and like I don't know. If anyone could do it, Mr. Beast, I think you could do it. I think you do a fucking sick job at it. And yeah, message me, please, because I would love to help you with this idea, but obviously I can't do it. So yeah. But in other news, Sidemen. Holy shit, guys. Sidemen released the USA Tinder USA number 4, whatever they're on. Sidemen Tinder number 4. It got like 12 mil in fucking a day. Holy shit. Guys, congrats. Obviously, the Sidemen are my favorite YouTube group, and I've been watching them for fucking 12 years now, maybe. I used to watch each individual one before they did videos together, so it's been a while. I'll say that. It's awesome watching all of them grow up. Congrats to all of them. All their success has been fucking amazing. Super proud of them. But what was I going to say? There's a lot of videos I think they should do as well that I think they could do that, that same idea, but I think that they would have to do is each Sidemen is their own, like, team. They're doing a charity match soon. That's going to be super fun. I'm excited for that. KSI's fighting Alex Wasabi. The face-to-face literally opened today, so once again, I'm going to watch that after this. And honestly, the Sidemen have just been killing it. They always do. Honestly, I love it. There's a lot of stuff that I want to see them do, but I don't want to be like, oh, you guys need to do this, you need to do that. No, they're just sick. They make banger videos all the time. I have a lot of really fucking cool videos that I think they could do as well. So, Sidemen, if you want to reach out to someone who has less than 500 subscribers to create a cool video idea for you, let me know, because I've been watching you for years, and I feel like I have a very good understanding of what I could see you guys do in the future. But yeah, on top of that, we're going to do our show of the week, and honestly, I'm going to go with Ridiculousness, because the entire time that we were in Vegas, that was like what we were watching nonstop, was the whole Ridiculous show, and it's always fun because it's always on, it's always easy, and it's just fun. I love it. 10 out of 10. Ridiculousness, it's literally what fucking React shows were before React. So, good job. And yes, I know I didn't go into talking about Vegas on this trip at all, but obviously I don't want to talk about that by myself. I want to have Gabby here so that me and her can both go back and forth and talk about all the good parts, all the shitty parts, and everything in between. But yeah, she turned 21, so guys, wish her a happy birthday in the comments below. And I don't know, what are we at? What time are we at? We're just over an hour, so I feel like I've talked about everything that I wanted to talk about. Before we get out of here, though, I am going to stay true to our system of answering at least one question. So I'm going to get my question up. I'm going to do a random number generator because I don't want to pick one. I feel like that's kind of lame. Random number oh, that is nope. 1 to 100 generate. All right, it's got us at 16. What is 16? Oh. Okay. Well, I don't really know what to do for this because the question is literally starting 6 Pokemon, 1 legendary if you were a gym trainer, what type in your Pokemon. Well, we pretty much went over this already, but if we were going to do it, we're going to go all battle, all fucking sick-ass Pokemon, and since we are a gym trainer, we're going to go based off of one type, and off of being just one type, obviously, we're going to have to be fire type because we're going to have Arcanine as our main guy. And once again, we're doing Gen 1 because I don't want to fucking look through a fuck ton of them. But Gen 1, fire team, fire gym trainer. Let's go. Number 1, Arcanine, the boy. He'd be beefy. He'd be a badass. Number 2, we'd have the boy Ninetales because it's fucking Ninetales. It's beautiful, it's majestic, and it will fuck your day up and Naruto. So, yeah. Next one, we need another fire. Obviously, we're doing Flareon, the boy. The number 3, guys, the fire is here. You ain't fucking rolling with us. That's just the reality of it. Number 4. I'm trying to think. I feel like, you know what? No, we're not being basic, actually. We're going to be Rapidash. Because Rapidash is dope as fuck, and I love Rapidash, and it's sick, and hell yeah. Pretty much, why not? That would be our number 4. Then, our number 5, because you got to have some variation. You can't, just do a full team of just one type, because your team will get fucked. And that is going to be our the boy, Dragonite, because Dragonite is a dragon. Well, not a dragon. He's like a flying type, and I feel like he works well to have as one that you're not expecting to get attacked by. And because he's sick as fuck. So Dragonite, you'd be the number 5, and to finish this off, and to fucking stomp on anyone who thought they had a chance with those first 5. The one legendary, we're going with Moltres, because Moltres is the fucking boy, and ooh. Yeah. That would be my 6. That's a fucking deadly team. Holy shit. Think about that. Imagine going into a gym and the first Pokemon is Arcanine. You'd be like, okay, I can deal with this. It's Arcanine. Yeah. Nothing too insane, but still sick. And then you're like, okay, boom. Actually, Arcanine would go last. Arcanine would go... no. Yeah. Arcanine would go last. So we would start with... You know what? We would start with Flareon. Get Flareon out of the way. Because some people will either be like, oh shit, or they'd be like, I can deal with this. Then after that, we'd be like, boom. Right on top of that, Rapidash. And they'd be like, oh shit, a fucking Rapidash? This is not going to be as easy as I thought. And he'd be like, hell yeah. Get the fuck out of here. And then they'd beat Ninetales. And then all of a sudden, you'd be like, boom, Ninetales. And they'd be like, goddamn, another fucking fire type. But goddamn, that thing looks pretty as fuck. I don't even know if I want to fight it. And then you'd be like, yeah, of course you don't. And then I'd probably beat you by then. But if somehow you got through those first 3, I'd be like, all right, bitch, now it's time to step the fuck up. And I'd be like, boom, Dragonite, on your bitch ass. And they'd be like, oh shit, it's Dragonite? How the fuck can I fuck with this? And I'm like, you can't because it's Dragonite. And he stomps you. He stomps your head in. And for the people who would be like, you need fire types for all of them. Fine, it's Charizard. I don't care. Boom. Either way, you're getting fucking stomped out. And let's just say, by some miracle, they get past that. The boy, Moltres, comes in, legendary Firebird. Wah, wah, and boom, slaps you up, fire tornado. Beak, bang, bada bing, bada boom, dead in the water, boom. And if somehow they got past the legendary bird, I'd be like, Arcanine, let's go fuck these bitches up. Throw in Arcanine, and he would be like, let's round these bitches up, and boom, speed, kick in the face, fire down the throat, boom, dead, gada bing, dead, boom. Wow. Yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. I know it was a little all not even all over the place. I'm enjoyed this one because I was able to talk about stuff that, like I said, I won't be able to talk about with other people. So, if you guys enjoy seeing these episodes where it's just me by myself, feel free to let me know down in the comments below. If you guys want to check out me, go ahead and check out my YouTube, the main channel. It's Van Stores at youtube.com. If you go to the little homepage for this Basement Vibes podcast, you can literally hit main channel, and it'll bring you straight to there. I upload twice a week. One time usually being videos with friends or just funny videos. The other one is going to be a Pokemon opening, nearly always. Every once in a while things get messed up, but for the most part it'll be a Pokemon or a opening of some sort. And yeah, if you guys want to check out the Basement Vibes podcast, you guys can check it out on YouTube and on Spotify. Upload every Saturday at noon. And that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys love seeing our lovely faces, go check us out on Spotify. If you love seeing our lovely faces, check us out on YouTube. And if you guys love hearing our lovely voices but hate seeing our faces, go ahead and check us out on Spotify. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Bye.